Hi Capricorn, welcome to Inner Alchemist Tarot. My name is Muriel, and this is for your reading for the remainder of July. So it's the second half of July. And this reading's for the Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So thank you, Spirit, so much for these messages. They're about to come forward for Capricorn. And may you be doing well, Capricorn. Let's see what we have for you here. This is the Yin Yang Oracle by Lilith Designs. Okay. Just detachment and cold, disharmony, triggers, and conflict. Okay, let's get the oracle cards and see what we're looking at here, Capricorn. We are going to be moving into the Mercury retrograde here soon. So simply put the RE in front of most words and you'll do just fine. Again, you're sovereign, so not all astrological transits can, trigger you or do harm. Anyway, but it explains some things if it does go on here. This is the RWS Panorama Tarot. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Two of Cups. On the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. With any retrograde, the Mercury retrograde, it can bring up things from the past. So just keep that in mind if it does come up. Okay, I'm going to draw the clarify cards for the Universal Weight Tarot. The Knight of Pentacles comes in, and there's the slow-moving Knight. It comes in with that pentacle. So it's actually a really good card. So taking the time and knowing that grand things are going to be manifested from that. So it's a beautiful energy. It's your energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Earth energies. So this Knight of Pentacles is coming in. Again, we're going to get clarify cards. We have the Hermit card. The Hermit is, again, about going in, hermitizing to gain wisdom. It's also a spirit guide card too. But you see how he's faced this way? He's like casting the light over here on this Knight of Pentacles. We'll get clarifier cards again for that. The Two of Cups is about unity, two people coming together. But it also could have to do with you and yourself. So that's big too. Union of yourself, your soul, and, all your helping friendly friends that give you advice and are always co-creating with you. So you might be finding that when something happens that brings you into a shadow period of some sort, and what comes out of it is a beautiful thing. The light is shining in that lantern, and he's standing above in the mountain, it's snowy out, it's cold, but that lantern's representing the light within, being a light within yourself. So let's see what we have here. I'll get to the King of Wands in just a little bit here. What is this Knight of Pentacles? It's a Two of Swords. So again, with this detachment, cold, disharmony, triggers, conflict card coming up, and it could have happened around, you with somebody else. But again, this Mercury retrograde offers a wonderful opportunity for you to go back, take care of the things before moving forward. So yeah, and it's going to be lasting until the second week of August or something like that. But then there's a shadow period after that. So it's pretty much a big chunk of August, but kind of like guarding your heart. The swords represent the mind, something going on in your thought processes, but it's also make a decision. And you see the moon up there. So make the decision intuitively. And again, there's something coming in here that you're going to like. Something tangible. We're going to look further, see what this means here. What's this Hermit card, Spirit? You know, when you go through a breakup or a feud and you just don't come to any agreement, you walk away, you can feel detached from the situation. What's this Hermit? And through hermitizing, and you go again within, and you go into that inner part of yourself. Sometimes you can have the dark night of the soul. You know, there's that phrase that, you know, you're going within and you come out of the dark and you bring the light out of the dark. That wisdom comes out of the dark. And we have the Knight of Swords. It's a quick energy, Capricorn. It's a very quick energy. I mean, you're talking the second half of July, so that's only like a couple weeks until we move into August. So it could be a fast-moving energy when you find yourself going through, you know, the disharmony, but quickly coming into harmony. And by the end of the month, you'll find yourself in a totally different place than where you are now. Perhaps it's going to start here soon. You know, whatever resonates with you with this. What's this Two of Cups, Spirit? The Hangman. Yeah, and like we said, you know, disharmony could have been between, I wanted to lean more towards just you and another person, you know, your partner, you know, a spouse, even a family member of some sort, but through going in, through the conflict, through going in, through all that, you keep going through, breaking through the membranes, and you come out as with a totally different perspective on the relationship. After all, the Hangman will do that. You know, you might feel like you're also being suspended between dimensions, you know, at this time too. But being that leader, that's what that King of Wands is all about. And here on the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of this deck is beautiful. I mean, together, I mean, that's really beautiful energy. Both sovereign individuals. This is masculine fire energy. We are going to be in Leo here. So as we move into the Leo sign, you know, being into that energy, that masculine fire energy, passion, taking action, being an entrepreneur, serendipity. The King of Wands leads others and takes charge of his kingdom. So, and with that Nine of Pentacles, it's all about doing it on your own, being sovereign in your circumstance, and reaping the benefits of the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, it's a gorgeous celebration card with yourself. Again, there's a lot of alone time here is what I'm seeing. First, feeling detached and cold, but coming out, you know, in a very good position. No better, no worse, not winner, loser, but winning out and more than you think when you first get into this. You're like, oh no. As fights happen and you get into arguments with someone and you don't feel like you're going to work it out, you really can feel that way, detached or cold, or maybe the other person's feeling that way. You know, you can bring that in, of course. It takes two to tango, right? Okay. So may this be making sense for you, Capricorn. And it's beautiful because that Nine of Pentacles is you. That's your energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Dreams and guidance, stars. The stars twinkle in the night, reminding you to follow your dreams. Today is the time to reassess your desires and reaffirm your faith. No matter how far the path ahead, the stars will guide you toward the light. And I love that. It's true. You know, even though she can't see in the Two of Swords, the moon up there, that's the light guarding in the dark. Okay, and then, of course, this whole area of this Hangman's whole head is lit up, and there's that lantern in the dark that the Hermit has. So that's beautiful confirmation to what the energies are supported for you during this time, Capricorn. Let's see what else we have here. And again, there's a person alone inside that image, just standing there. So, yeah, I feel like a lot of solo. There's a difference between being lonely and being alone. Okay, so that there's a clear line there. When you're alone, you're figuring things out for yourself. Lonely is you're, aching for another person. And perhaps you've been moving through that too. But again, supportive energy is for you to move out of that energy. Inner tranquility. Peace comes from inner tranquility. And today, seek out what brings you calm. Let go of stress and anxiety and feel the peace within. No matter the external circumstances, a peaceful mindset will guide you to the clearest answers. That's perfect next to the Hangman. And the Hermit. As you go within, peace is there. And as within, so without. So then you can, bring that out into and be that one that makes peace with the circumstance. And it looks really wonderful that, something awesome is going to happen with all this, Capricorn. So hang in there. I'm going to draw here just one card from the Tarot of the Owls deck. One last card for Capricorn. And Justice. The Justice card is coming out here. And justice is all about something being ferreted out. Again, and you're making that happen, Capricorn. You got to think here what's happening. So the justice will be served in the situation, and it looks very favorable for you. So again, hang in there, as the Hangman does. If anything comes up that's going to move, or perhaps you've already been through this. So you've already been in the energies is what I mean. And then as we move through July and the end of it, you'll find that things are really working out for you. It's just staying connected and staying peaceful, staying to yourself, and things are going to work out for you in more ways than you could imagine with the circumstance. So thank you, Spirit, so much for these messages. Thank you, Capricorn, for liking, subscribing to the channel. It helps other people find the readings, and many blessings on your journey.